On Flight Day 11, NASA's Orion spacecraft captured imagery looking back at the Earth from a camera mounted on one of its solar arrays. The spacecraft is currently in a distant retrograde orbit around the Moon. On Day 11 of the Artemis 1 mission, Orion continues its journey beyond the Moon after entering a distant retrograde orbit Friday, November 25, at 3:52 p.m. Central Standard Time. Orion will remain in this orbit for 6 days before exiting lunar orbit to put the spacecraft on a trajectory back to Earth and FA Sunday, December 11, splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. Orion surpassed the distance record for a mission with a spacecraft designed to carry humans to deep space and back to Earth, at 7:42 a.m. Saturday, November 26. The record was set during the Apollo 13 mission at 248,655 miles from our home planet. At its maximum distance from the Moon, Orion will be more than 270,000 miles from Earth Monday, November 28. Engineers also completed the first orbital maintenance burn by firing auxiliary thrusters on Orion's service module at 3:52 p.m. for less than a second to propel the spacecraft at 0.47 feet per second. The planned orbital maintenance burns will fine-tune Orion's trajectory as it continues its orbit around the Moon. Flying aboard Orion on the Artemis I mission is a suited mannequin named after a key player in bringing Apollo 13 safely back to Earth. Arturo Campos was an electrical engineer who developed a plan to provide the command module with enough electrical power to navigate home safely after an oxygen tank aboard the service module of the Apollo spacecraft ruptured. Commander Munican Campos is outfitted with sensors to provide data on what crew members may experience in flight, continuing Campos' legacy of enabling human exploration in deep space. Artemis builds on the experience of Apollo. With Artemis, humans will return to the lunar surface, and this time to stay. NASA will use innovative technologies to explore the Moon's south pole and more of the lunar surface than ever before using the Gateway space station in lunar orbit along with advanced spacesuits and rovers. NASA will lead the way in collaboration with international and commercial partners to establish the first long-term presence on the Moon. Then, we will use what we learn on and around the Moon to take the next giant leap, sending the first astronauts to Mars. As of 1:16 p.m., Orion was 252,133 miles from Earth and 52,707 miles from the Moon, cruising at 2,013 miles per hour.